That's what happens at the tail end of a narcissistic entanglement. You're left with no will to live, no self-esteem, no self-worth, no confidence. And you believe that you're trash. You believe that you are trash. Okay? Do not forget why the narcissist got with you in the first place. That's right, we are back again, ladies and gentlemen. This is Psychopath Exposure, and my name is Kira. Today I wanted to read a comment, actually two comments from the same person that, well, let me just read it, and then you'll figure out what this video is going to be about. So, it comes from what, Gabe Petro, and they say it works because we enable it by tolerating it over and over again. You have to realize your worth. The devil wouldn't be attacking you so hard if you didn't have something valuable inside you. Thieves don't break into empty houses. The fact of the matter is, only an equally insecure person, as a narcissist, will tolerate them. Get out of your ego. You can't save them, and they won't save you. It's every man for themselves. We are meant to add to each other's lives, complement, not carry all the bricks for grown-up children. Let me address that first before I read the other one. It's true. You got to realize the toxic person, the narcissist, the psychopath, whatever, they were attracted to you because there was something that they saw of value that they could get from you. It could have been money. A lot of people, like the female narcissists in particular, they're looking for that. They're looking for that meal ticket, for that provider, for that lifestyle. Okay, the one who has the boat and the access to the fucking parties and the VIP and the handbags and all the shit that they want to live this Barbie doll life. Okay, so that's one thing. But whatever it is, whatever it is that these toxic people saw in you, do not forget, because it's easy to forget after the discard when you feel like a vegetable and your brain is convincing you that you're a loser, that you're not worth, you're not going to meet anybody else again, that was the last hurrah for you, etc., etc., etc. That's what happens at the tail end of a narcissistic entanglement. You're left with no will to live, no self-esteem, no self-worth, no confidence. And you believe that you're trash. You believe that you are trash. Okay? Do not forget why the narcissist got with you in the first place. Okay? Do not forget that. And you have to get out of your ego. A lot of codependents. Yes, codependents. They feel that they can save the broken person. I was a victim of that too. Let's just be real. I thought that I could show the broken girl a better life, a better way, that I could, lead by example. And somehow along the way, I lost my way, and I was looking to them for what's right and wrong. That had never happened to me before. I'd never crossed those waters before. I was like, what the heck is going on? And the more abusive shit they would do, the more I would lean to them for answers. What? What? Yep. You got to remember why they were attracted to you in the first place. And also remember, because a lot of times these narcissists, they target a low-hanging fruit after you, and you see it and you're like, how the hell did they go to that? Well, believe me, there was something about that low-hanging fruit as well that they wanted. Okay, maybe it was something as simple as that low-hanging fruit believing the smear campaign, believing the lies they told them about you, and that's all they wanted. They just wanted a cheerleader temporarily temporarily, just to get you jealous, just to dig that knife in you even more. Okay? But then later, when you heal from this, when you come out of this on the other side, and you realize who they actually got with after, and you realize that well, a lot of times they get with a fucking monster after, and it's like, whoa, talk about instant karma. You know, talk about instant karma. Hold on, I gotta take a sip of water for that. Let that fucking resonate and let that sizzle. Yeah. Thanks for not clicking away while I drank my H2O. But yeah, it's every man for themselves at some point. You got to realize that was your loving, trusting partner, and they backstabbed you, and they betrayed you. You're on your own. What are you gonna do? You got to fight. You got to move forward. You know. But let me continue with the second comment. They're like, since they are clearly telling you that you are the problem, that actually makes them the problem. Why? Because it takes two to make a healthy relationship. They know full well how fake they had to be to get you to care about them, and you will pay for it every day you're with them. Because how dare you question their perfection? They need you to be as low as they truly are, so they can say that they're better than you because look at you, sucker, pathetic, etc. Remember, you can't unsee the truth, and the more you try, the more they win. Once you see it, guys, you can't gaslight yourself. That's where the cognitive dissonance comes in. You know what you saw, and somehow you're like, is that really what I saw? Because if that's what I saw, I'm gonna have to file for divorce, and that's gonna be a mission and a half. So we gaslight ourselves, and we think, no, maybe that's not a red flag. Maybe I'm just paranoid. I don't want to be alone, so let's pretend we didn't see it, even though it's smeared all over our face like a pie. You know, it's nuts, but remember how hard they tried. How hard they tried. The mask they had to put on, the facade, the masquerade to get you to believe and to fall in love with them and to buy into their bullshit. Remember how you were, who you were at the beginning of that narcissist relationship. Remember how awesome your life was and how shitty your life was at the end of that. You didn't even know who the heck you were. You didn't even recognize yourself. Remember that, right? Remember that. Because you were amazing when we met you. And at the end, you're like, who the hell am I? I'm afraid to even go outside because there's so much trauma. You lose the will to live. You lose the zest for life. The things that you once loved, you no longer care for anymore. You know? And that's how they win. They get you down to their level. And once you're vibrating as low as them, it's like now they become empowered. And now they point the finger and they're like, look at you. They don't want you anymore. They lose respect for you at that point. Now you're a clingy, needy little bitch. They don't want you anymore. How? Can't blame them, right? Who would want that? But they're the ones that turned you into that. They're the ones that turned you into that, and now they don't want you anymore. Wow. Wow, that's cruel. So they tore you down after all the hard work you had done on yourself. They tore you down, and now you're even lower than they are, and they're going to kick you while you're down. And then they're going to move on to somebody else and do the same thing because they cannot sustain their happiness. They cannot sustain their light because it's false. It's stolen. They stole it from you. Your light, your joy shall be returned. They can't keep it forever, but it's not there. It's not theirs. Remember that, it's not theirs. They can't generate that light and that joy from within. They can't do it. because they're not connected to source. They are a demonic entity. They are spawns of Lucifer. They are a dark energy. And whatever they touch turns to ash. Wherever they go, the darkness follows them. They can't stay out of trouble. Their life never prospers and never blossoms. They're moving from entity to entity to entity. Do not forget who you were and what they stole from you. It's rightfully yours. You can get it back whenever you want. You know, it's sad, right? It's sad that all this shit happens. You know, who thinks that your partner, your romantic partner, your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, why would anyone think that that's the person who's going to betray you? You know, sometimes relationships just don't work. You grow apart, you don't see eye to eye anymore. Sometimes money is the problem, finances, you know, cause too much stress and you just can't deal with it, you know. But once there's abuse, infidelity, shit like that really messes with you, like that's the last person on earth you ever thought would do that. It's like no matter what, you know, remember there was always this comfort in knowing that, hey, you know, no matter what, at least the last thing I'm going to worry about is that my own partner is going to be my enemy. You know, you're not worried about that. But when you have to worry about that, and nowadays you have to really be worried about that, because this narcissism is growing. These narcs are out there, they're multiplying. They are multiplying. You can't trust anybody anymore. Trust has to be earned, and even when it's earned, you have to verify. Because these scam artists will get your trust and right where you, at the moment you become vulnerable and you just give them the benefit of the doubt 100%, that's when they backstab you. It happened to me. You know, I knew someone for like 3 years. I was like, the last person on earth that would ever hurt me, the last person that would ever hurt me would be this person. And the moment I like opened myself to that, I think it was just 2 days later, there came the very first betrayal. Just 2 days later came the very first ever betrayal. Wow, right? Think I'll ever forget that? Nope. So, telling you, you don't have to raise adult children, guys. You don't have to do it. These narcissists are immature little brats. You don't have to carry that burden any longer, okay? So if you're dealing with an abusive, psychopathic, narcissistic, you know, spouse, romantic partner, whatever, and you've seen the red flags, you've done what you can, it's getting progressively worse. The writing's on the wall. It's time to get out of that relationship. It's time to let go. And if you're already out, that's it. Don't go back. Don't go back into the haunted house that you left. Why would you do that? Don't do that, guys. You know, if you're struggling with this, you know, hit me up. I have a coaching program where I work one-on-one with survivors of this. We can talk about it. Okay, I'll help you see. I'll help you see how much nicer the world is outside of that haunted house. Okay? 'Cause sometimes you need to talk to somebody that's been through the shit. You know? So, if you're interested in that, I have a link in the description. Check that out. See if we're a good fit and get some more information on the program. I would love to work with you. But definitely, if you're seeing these red flags, if you're watching videos like this already and you're resonating with it like 90%, I know most of you resonate 100%, but if you're just like 80, 90%, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if there's an actual diagnosis. Like, you're watching the videos for a reason. You're watching the videos for a reason. You know, they're popping up in your feed, and you're like, oh my God, that's me. They're telling my story. Huh? It's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. It's resonating with you because it's what's happening. And you keep seeing the videos because the algorithm knows, oh, okay, so this person, they watched this video and then they clicked on another one and they went down the rabbit hole. That means that this topic must really be resonating with this person, so let's show them more videos. And you keep watching them because that's your story. So what are you waiting for, you know? Anyway, guys, that's all I got for today. If you have any comments or questions, leave them below in the comments section, and I'll be sure to respond when I can and possibly make a video if it's a really good one. All right, so leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and hope you're having an amazing day in spite of it all. You got to move forward. You got to make the best out of today because, you know, today is all you got, right? So keep moving forward, guys. Stay strong. My name is Kira. This is Psychopath Exposure. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.